Hi guys, my name is Noni Matikela. Welcome to the Noni M podcast. So today I want us to talk about Umnisi and how he puts his foot down on the nonsense that happens in that courtroom of Judge Rata. Okay? These days, Mugai does not give a rat as he puts his boot down. And he puts that boot on Baloyi's neck like this. Boom! He doesn't care. Before we get into doing that, guys, please make sure that you do not forget to like, to share, to comment, and most importantly, please make sure you are subscribed with the channel. Please make sure you are watching the videos up until the end, and you are watching the ads that are coming through. When you are doing that, you will be supporting this channel financially and in numbers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Now, let's talk about the video that I want to do. You know what? I've noticed how Nisi has decided, I no longer play those sick games with you, Wenabaloy, and those things of sitting here, keeping quiet. I no longer, this court is not normal. Everything that happens here is not normal. Somebody woke those people up because those lawyers now, hey, Bawoku-san. Someone woke them up and said, hey, smell the coffee for what it is. This is not some land. So now, surprisingly, Umnisi's client goes to a doctor. Oh, before that, we were given an order that the client must go to see the doctor, and then the agreement was that Monday. You know what? We're gonna take Tuesday off. Umnisi, go and find out how much is the dental this one that your client wants to do, and all of that, because your client wants to do privately. He does not trust the state machinery, right? And then the judge is like, we will come back on Wednesday. Aibo, tell us why when we come back on Wednesday. We are hearing now, no, actually, the state took Mncube to the doctor themselves. They took Mncube to the doctor themselves because, I suppose, was it because Mncube said, I do not trust the state machinery, and then Ubaloy was like, I'm going to clean that one up. He must not dare say such things. He was like, I'm going to take you to that. I don't know what was the conversation, but that happened. Not the conversation. The taking of Mncube to a doctor was Baloyi's doing, right? Okay, fine. While we were listening to that, and then there was a report, and then we were like waiting for this report on Wednesday. We did not hear this report. On Thursday, when you wanted to hear this report, there was a lunch break, and then eventually we got the report. Fine. Now, what had happened, oh, by the way, speaking of that report, there are few people that decided they are going to give Mncube money to go and do this dental checkup. It was 1,400 now. Yes, 400. And then that 1,400, I've asked someone who is in Pretoria to go and deposit, because we said that we're going to give it to him. In fact, the people that donated are in that, I have their numbers. They spoke to me via WhatsApp. So I'll tell them, I'll create a group and tell them what happened. Yes. Okay, or else when I have the slip, I'll give them the proof that the money was deposited. Anyway, enough about that. That was deposited for him to buy toiletries in that police correctional what, yes. Anyway, now what has happened is Ubaloyi now comes shocking us. He wants to have a bite of the cherry that is Dr. Ali that did the report on Mncube. He wants that. We're like, okay. And Umnisi's net defense, when they had a conversation, they're like, whoa, us, the defense, that's our witness. Baloyi, you are not going to cross-examine him now. You will wait when we call him, not you call him. If you wanted a doctor on this nature, you should have taken Mncube yourself without him requesting to be taken. For us to go through an application now, that means Dr. Ali is our witness. And then they had a back and forth, and then it was said in the courtroom. And then the guys were like, no, I love that they can put their foot down. Umnisi put the foot down and was like, you are not getting, there's nothing there. There's nothing to hide, by the way, in that report. There's nothing that the only thing that doctor would come is to confirm that Mncube never had a gold tooth in his life. Never ever had a gold tooth in his life. He would read that and embarrass those educated people that say it's not make sure. Especially those that say no, there is something that is not clear. Okay, fairly, perhaps there is something that is not clear. But for Dr. Sibanda to say it doesn't say never ever, hi boss sir. Hi boss sir. And also for the people that keep saying, but that you can go for a second opinion, guys. All doctors say go for a second opinion when they are being honest. They say so. Even Sangoma doctors do so. Say, nah, I don't see anyone who's calling you, who's running after you. If you don't believe me, go to another Sango. But there is nothing here. Doctors that don't lie, they do that. No, you can go for a second opinion. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. But we have a group of people who are genuinely saying, okay, I'm not understanding. I wish that report can be read and questions be asked to a dentist so that I understand it. But we have those ones that say, no, it means Mncube had a gold. Hey, they are even explaining what operation, exposing themselves, embarrassing themselves, others. The ones that are seeking clarity in a manner of, there is no way that Mncube can subject himself into a situation of, take me to a doctor, but he knows that he had a gold. Come on, guys. Anyway, that's not what we are talking about. What we are talking about here is that Umnisi put a stop on that nonsense because Ubaloyi was being sneaky as per usual. He was being sneaky, wanting Dr. Ali to come. Now, Kube ngathi nguye who cleaned it up and he's the one. He wanted glory, Ubaloyi. He wanted glory. He took Mncube to the dentist after Mncube said that he wants to go to private. And then he takes him first. And then while we are waiting to hear the report, what did Mnisi find out? He takes Mncube to the dentist. And allegedly, one day, maybe in this live, in this video, in this channel, we'll interview Mncube's child. What happened when he was taken to the dentist? Allegedly, there was indulundulu of Amapoyisa who took him. He was like, there was indulundulu. Yet, Abobaloyi are telling us it's impossible to organize Amapoyisa that can go and do inspection in law. Guys, anyway, so I love that Umnisi put his foot down and was like, we are not calling Ali. Ali is our witness. Dr. Ali will come. And then even Ramsipile, guys, Ramsipile has become somebody else. Guys, I need to do videos about these lawyers and who they have become. Ramsipile, guys, akasawudlali lowo mdlalo. Akasawudlali lowo mdlalo. He's no longer playing like that. Ramsipile naye was like, let me touch. Yay! Abasamncengi shem ubaloyi. No, i-defense ayisenasikhathi sikabaloyi. Tu. Ayisenaso isikhathi sakhe. Ayisenaso abamncengi, guys. Abamncengile at all. Abamncengile too. So I appreciate ukuthi Umnisi these days tells Baloyi where to get off. Umnisi does not care. He tells him where to get off. He tells him, and he's because another thing, I think the guys have come to a situation of, you've been undermining us for very long. You've taken this too far. You undermined us. You look down on us. You thought now we are incapable of reading the evidence. You thought you will get away with things here. Maybe he's used to lazy lawyers. Don't you think? Maybe he's used to lazy lawyers that just accept what the state said and then move on. Or else maybe he normally intimidates people. I don't know. Maybe something, I don't know. But akawinanga, kesan, akawinanga. These guys are not here for that. They even Mshololo used to tell him off. They tell him off. And one thing that they have done the most also, the defense lawyers, was to study Baloyi, study Gininda, study the judge. They have studied them. Babenza iUNISA. Babenza modules, course UNISA. They studied them thoroughly. They understood how they do things. And now they are able to deal with them, chop them sizes. Even the judge gets chopped out. I believe even himself. Even Numalo chopped Ugininda. They don't care. I love what the defense lawyers have done. I love it. I love it. They put dignity back into their name because Ubalo esebadelele kakhulu. Usebadelele kakhulu. I don't know what are your thoughts when it comes to that, but I feel like they are fighting and fighting for their namesake and for the abuse that they suffered in that courtroom, because Hashem, it was not easy. It was not easy, guys. It was absolutely not easy. And the way Mnisi doesn't care, I heard him say, you know what, I don't even think that we will get into calling about Dr. Ali by the looks of things. I don't know what he meant by that. I don't know, but yeah. Let's see what's going to happen in the Senzo Meyiwa case when they come back. I'm looking forward to that. What are your thoughts when it comes to this? Do you think Umnisi did good by saying, I'm not Dr. Ali that is going to come on behalf of Ubaloyi? Dr. Ali will come when it's my turn to call witnesses. Until then, Dr. Ali stays where he is. What are your thoughts? Do you think Umnisi did well by doing so? Leave most people hanging, not understanding the report, or you think that that was a bad move? What are your thoughts? Let's talk. Thank you so much. I will see you on our next video. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.